All right, guys, this is John again with Case Dismissed, and I've got some new products available on the website. So if you go to our website and you scroll down to products, I have now added trade lines. So I do a lot of consultations, and I'm really always helping people with, building your credit, getting loans, getting better deals, using your credit to get these loans that we discharge and clean up your credit report. Well, I'm always sending people to other websites to add trade lines to their websites or to their credit reports, and they're pretty expensive. They can be, $400, $500, even up to $1,600 for a trade line. And you really need to add these trade lines, but they're expensive. So I went ahead and added two to my website today, and I'll go over them here in a second. But first of all, what is a trade line? A trade line is simply an account on your credit report. And what we can do is make you an authorized user on these trade lines, and all of the history of those trade lines gets added to your credit report. So with my process, you click on either trade line 1 or trade line 2, and it'll tell you what it is. And right here, it is a Amex, and it was in May of 2013, and it's got a $10,000 limit. So this is a really good trade line because it's got a good limit, and guys, it's 12, almost 13 years old. So that'll add that age to your credit report. And so when you buy it, you'll get the PDF, and you will email me the information you need, and we'll add you as an authorized user on the card. Now remember, you won't get a physical card in the mail, but you'll get all the history. And when we add you to the trade line, from adding to removing, it's going to be 90 days. So it may take up to 30 days for that trade line to post on your credit due to the billing cycle. But you'll at least have 50 to 60 days of that trade line on your credit, which will give you plenty of time to boost your credit and do what you need to do with applications or car loans or whatever kind of loans you're doing. So this first one is May 2013, $10,000 limit. And then the second one, and it's for $350. This one sells for about $500 to $600 on other websites. I'm doing it for $350. Trade line 2 is a Visa that's May 2020, but it's got a $15,000 200 limit. So it's 5 years, almost 6 years old, which is good, and it's got a higher limit. So if you add both of them, that's 2 trade lines. I never recommend adding more than 3 trade lines. I always tell everyone to get like a 20-year, a 10-year, and a 5-year. Just get what you can afford. But as I've noticed, these trade lines are getting more and more expensive on these other websites. So I've added 2 today. I will be adding some more. I've got a couple of about 20, 25-year-old trade lines that I want to add on here. And so this is what you can do. You go in here and you add it. You'll get the PDF. You'll email us. Give us a couple days to get it all, settled up. But we'll get you added to these, these credit cards, make you an authorized user, and all the history will be added to your credit. And so what it does is it adds that history. It's going to bump your credit, 40 to 100 points, depending on how many you add. And it's, really quick and easy, simple process. And since you'll have it for, 60 days on your report, when we take it off, let's say it adds 80 points to your credit score. Once you take it off, you don't lose 80 points. You may go down, you may lose 40 points or 30 points because it's an average. So it'll still boost your credit after it's all done. So like I said, this is the easiest way to boost your credit without doing a credit sweep. And this one I'm selling for $300, and it's a one-time payment, guys. So it's not monthly. One-time payment of $300. This trade line on Trade Line Supply and other websites sells for about $500 to $600 because of the limit and the age. So like I said, I like to do things a little bit cheaper to get, you know, easier processes and more people can afford these things. So here we go, guys. Website, we have 2 new trade lines that we can offer, and you know, go to the website, check them out, and yeah, let's see. I've been doing, like I said, I did raise the consultations. You know, people kept requesting them after I dropped consultations. I've just been really busy. 4 kids and a lot of stuff going on. We still are discounting our credit suite processes, 500 for 1, 900 for 2. Like I said, we do a lot of couples, married couples, or you know, any kind of couples that will want to get their credit going. CUSIP search is still going good, and just remember the CUSIP search, guys. It could take 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes more, to get the CUSIP in. We're just backlogged. Discharge process still there. Traffic tickets. I've got a couple of these dismissed past couple of weeks. And like I said, do you have any other issues? Feel free to reach out and get a consultation. Everything's going good with the website, and I've had a lot of really great consultations lately. But there we go, guys. So there it is. 2 new trade lines, and I'll have 2 to 5 more coming in the next week or so. Just got to get them put on here. So there you go, guys. Have a good day.